Hi guys, so today I thought we would cover the topic of safe and unsafe substrates, as it's something you guys ask about a lot in the comments section. Now if you're unsure as to what substrate means, more commonly it's known as bedding, but it's the stuff that goes on the bottom of your hamster's cage to keep them comfortable, warm, and ultimately to keep the cage much cleaner. There are so many substrates out there that I obviously can't talk about every single type and every single brand, so what I'm going to do is just talk about the most popular types of substrates, the ones which are generally available to most owners. I'm also not going to be talking about nesting materials in this video, as that is another huge topic which can probably be saved for another day. Oh my goodness, how much sun do I need? The first substrates on this list are quite possibly the most well-known substrates and the most widely available in pet shops. Both pine and cedar wood shavings are dangerous for almost all small animals due to the toxic phenols and acids that they contain. The phenols are what create the smell in the wood shavings, however they're also commonly used as parasite repellents and also in disinfectants. When a hamster is living on pine or cedar wood shavings, they're breathing in these phenols all day long, and this can be very damaging as it absorbs into the respiratory system and into the blood as well. The acidic fumes given off by these shavings are just as dangerous, and when a hamster is breathing them in all day long, they again can cause serious trouble for the respiratory system, and they can even destroy cells in the lungs and the trachea. Both pine and cedar shavings are well known for causing many different respiratory problems in hamsters, so that is why they are best avoided. Unspecified wood shavings simply means that it doesn't say anywhere on the packaging where the wood comes from, what type of wood it is, or really anything about the shavings themselves. Now this needs to be avoided simply because you don't know where it's come from, you don't know what it is, you don't know whether it could be pine or cedar, or whether it's a safe wood like aspen, so those are best avoided simply for lack of knowledge. Now, although many people refer to wood shavings as sawdust, real sawdust is quite a bit different from wood shavings and tends to be a lot finer and a lot more dusty. It's for this reason that it's unsafe to use with hamsters, as again, they will be breathing it in all day, it will cause lots of respiratory problems, and it's just essentially breathing in wood dust constantly, which wouldn't be nice for us to do, and it really isn't nice for our pets either. Corncob substrate is an alternative plant-based substrate that many owners use in place of pine or cedar because they feel that it's safer. In actual fact, corncob is unsafe too, for different reasons to pine shavings, but for important reasons all the same. Corncob is known to mold very quickly, especially when it's damp, and if your hamster is urinating on it, which is the purpose of substrate, then it is going to get damp and it is going to mold quicker. When something begins to mold, it starts to produce more bacteria, and these bacteria can be harmful to your pet. Corncob has also been known to encourage obesity in hamsters, as some hamsters find it a tasty snack, and if you're living on a pile of food, you're definitely going to tuck in whenever you want to. It's also speculated that corncob substrate may have a higher chance of carrying insect and parasite eggs, which may be harmful to your hamster. So although corncob is a little safer than pine or cedar shavings, it's still unsafe to use with your hamster and it is best avoided. The first type of substrate on our safe list are aspen wood shavings. Now aspen is not easy for every owner to come by. In some countries it's very easy to find, in some countries it's very difficult. It's always worth checking in the reptile section of pet shops though before thinking that your shop doesn't sell it, as oftentimes aspen is only sold towards reptiles. Reptile aspen is exactly the same as rodent aspen, that's something I get asked a lot, and it is absolutely safe to use either one of them with your hamster. Aspen shavings don't contain any of the toxic phenols or acids that pine and cedar shavings contain, and as long as you choose a dust-extracted aspen, then you shouldn't have any problems with it. Paper-based substrates are the second most common type of substrate you can find for hamsters. Now these can be very expensive depending on where you live, but the two most popular brands of paper-based substrate are Carefresh and Fitch. Now Fitch, I believe, can only be bought if you live in the United Kingdom. You should be able to find Carefresh in most pet shops. It comes in many different styles and colours, but it has been known to be a little bit pricey. Now, I have talked a lot about wood pellets in the past. In fact, I did an entire video on it, so I'm not going to go into too much detail about it here. I will just link the video in the description box below. Wood pellets are perfectly safe to use for hamsters, but they're not necessarily the cheapest and not always the comfiest of substrates. So for me, they are more of a last resort substrate if you can't get hold of anything else, or if, like us, you live in a country where safe substrates are really hard to come by. Finally, on the safe list, I'm going to talk about two types of substrates which aren't available to everyone, but in the areas they are available, they're very popular. Aubiose and Megazorb are brand name substrates that, as far as I'm aware, are only available in the UK and in a few European countries, so not everyone is going to be able to get hold of them. Aubiose is a plant-based substrate made from hemp and, like Fitch, can be bought online and in large bales, and it works out so much cheaper than buying lots of little bales. Aubiose is my personal favourite substrate, but I can only get hold of it if I buy it from other countries and have it shipped over. Otherwise, if I could get hold of it quite easily, I would use it all the time. That is how much I love that substrate. Megazorb is a paper-based substrate. Again, you can buy it online and in bales. It comes in one colour as far as I know, which is brown, but the one amazing thing about this particular substrate is that it makes absolutely perfect burrowing systems for your hamster. So if you're really interested in creating a natural environment, it's a really good substrate to choose and makes it very easy for your hamster to build a full and stable tunnel system as it may do in the wild. So that was my list of popular safe and unsafe substrates for hamsters. If you found this video useful, don't forget to leave us a thumbs up. You can also share the video with your friends and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, don't forget to click the description box to find out more information about the video and also more information about where you can find us outside of YouTube. Thank you for watching this video, guys, and I will see you all very soon. Bye bye!